Can you get me a light? Thank you. My name is Nicole, and I just could never find the right guy. I mean, I had terrible luck with partners, awful. No matter how much I tried, something always went wrong. And then I met James. Rather, I settled for James. He wasn't perfect, but he was different. The type of guy who wanted to make little YouTube videos by buying these little weird boxes on the dark web. Yeah, I know. Unboxing deep web mystery boxes. The concept was ridiculous, but it kept him going. I was the sole breadwinner. And to be honest, I didn't care much for the boxes. They got even weirder when they started lining my walls. The worst one, though, that I remember right now would have to be the container. That container full of God knows what. And yeah, he had to open it. It was this dark fluid. More disturbing was the putrid, tattered chunks of unidentifiable fur in the mixture of dark fluid. The smell? Sweet and sickening. Of course, it reeked up the place for weeks. Just stuck to the air. But along with that jar of God knows what came these weird VHS tapes. We even had to buy a VHS player just to see them. Labeled with the names of various animal traps. But when we watched them, there was nothing except for these weird sounds in the distance. It sounded like an exchange of screams. Could have been foxes, I don't know. And then James disappeared. One day he wasn't there. His phone disconnected. His social media profiles gone. Vanished. Like they never existed. And that little YouTube channel of his wiped clean. I even called his mom. She said not only did she not know anyone named James, but she never had a son. No children whatsoever. How could she not know her own son? You know? Then it happened. It happened. A hard knock on my door late one night, followed by nothing and no one. No one was there. It made my skin crawl. But I decided to open the door and I saw a box almost identical to what James used to order all the time. Except this time, that fucking thing was addressed to me. Honestly, all I could think was, what the fuck? What the actual fuck? I couldn't take it anymore. I couldn't take it anymore. Can you please hand me the letter again? I'm sorry. Thank you. Anyways, I shook it off, boiling it down to the old apartment that I had and all the creaks and noises that I hadn't noticed before, you know? But curiosity got the best of me. It kept gnawing at me. So I opened the damn thing. I laid it down on the kitchen counter, razor in hand, ready. As I cut the tape, the air in the room shifted. The hairs on my arm stood up. The box was unnervingly pristine, by the way. I forgot to tell you that. It was too clean, too perfect. Anyways, while I was hesitating, my heart kept pounding and I just said, fuck it. And I opened the damn thing up, and inside, nestled on top of packaging peanuts, was a small black floppy disk. Incredible. In a desperate need for answers, anyways, I sped away in my car to the only library that I know that still even has a floppy disk port. But I drove there anyways, a whole hour away. For some reason, I noticed that the parking lot was eerily empty. I entered the library and asked the tired-looking receptionist where the computers were. Didn't seem to give a shit I was there. And in the dusty old corner where the light was shallow, I turned on the computer and the light flickered to life and showed me the screen. Windows 95. I inserted the disk. The screen glitched for a moment, then it played a video with clear, I'm talking 4K, unnervingly high definition for such an ancient device. The man in the video was tall and wearing a sharp suit, slicked back hair. His face, though, was motionless, eyes hollow. But it wasn't a friendly smile. I froze.
Hi. Welcome to New Life Incorporated. If you're watching this video, you were listed as the next of kin in the contingency clause when your recently parted loved ones refuse to part with you. Don't worry. We've got you covered. This video will play once, so pay close attention. I'll need you to follow the instructions carefully.
I didn't know what to do. I grabbed a random book off the shelf, Sue Me, and I tore out a page and quickly started scribbling down what I thought I heard. Luckily, I found a crayon underneath the desk to use to write down the instructions. If not, I would have to use my own damn blood. There was something about an animal skull, a vial, and other occult items, I guess you would call them. The most daunting of which was the ritual. It had very strict rules, with potentially damning consequences if broken. That's the information I got.
For your safety, step away from the monitor now.
His smile widening. Unnaturally, by the way. I've never seen someone with a mouth that wide. It gave me chills. The computer erupted into a burst of smoke. The floppy disk port caught fire. The man's smile twisted into something monstrous. His teeth grew until they were impossibly sharp and jagged. The alarm screamed. I bolted out of the library, leaving the flames behind me. I rushed home, barely able to breathe, mind you. The air in my apartment felt so thick and heavy. It was almost oppressive. I looked at the instructions that I had scribbled down. I could barely make sense of my own handwriting. So I opened the box again. The instructions told me to dig deeper. I found an animal skull, small vial filled with clear liquid, and a calendar marked with specific moon phases. Lastly, there was a small ritual knife, sharp but unnervingly dark. I'm talking black, obsidian. It wasn't your regular butter knife. The blade, it was delicate, but it felt deadly. instructions, more or less. First, I pricked my finger with the dagger, right? Yeah. Mixing 9 drops of my blood with the contents of the vial. The ritual was supposed to be performed at the certain time each night, facing the moon. The skull had to be marked with my thumb, using a mixture of my blood and what was in the vial. The shadows moved, the noises escalated until I woke up one night to find my closet door ajar. I thought I saw something standing there. Something dark and long, reaching towards me. A void with impossibly long fingers, with piercingly sharp daggers at its fingertips. Screw this. Nananina hawong kandao. I wasn't dealing with this no more. I returned home to find my apartment in complete chaos. Everything glass, or anything made of glass, plates, cups, all of it, my kitchen was in disarray. Cabinets wide open. Everything on the floor. But on the table, there was something new. A black business card with a number on it. It was from New Life Inc. The phone rang. As I grabbed my phone, dialed the number, and waited through 9 agonizing rings. No, yeah, I counted. A woman's voice finally answered.
Hello, this is Katie with New Life Incorporated. I assume you're calling to complete the last stage of the ritual?
The ritual? Oh no, I want to know what's going on.
It seems the ritual wasn't successful. Have you seen the portal yet?
Portal? Like into another dimension? You gotta be shitting me, right?
I can see from your file. Your loved one opted for the extended warranty in the event of something like this happening. You're listed as next of kin. The ritual will result in your transformation into a non-corporeal entity so you can reunite with your loved one in his plane of existence. Forever.
Whoa, no.
Unfortunately, there's nothing else we can do for you right now. But here at New Life Incorporated, we pride ourselves on results, so we are happy to send you another box so you can attempt the ritual cycle again. This time, however, you are the recipient of the reward.
I don't trust for a second that anything about this is going to be rewarding. Katie paused for a moment before responding with her jarring signature tone.
Wonderful. Please allow 3 to 5 business days for delivery. In the meantime, stay safe, and once you've completed the ritual, New Life Incorporated will honor the transaction your loved one signed up for.
What did this Comebinga sign up for? Pray tell.
I can't disclose the specifics due to privacy preferences your loved one attached when placing their order. What I can tell you is, you will be very, very rewarded. We hope we've satisfied all your customer service needs here at New Life Incorporated.
The line went dead. Before I could even fathom what had just happened, my phone began burning in my hand. I tossed it across the table. I had to watch helplessly while it melted into a fiery heap of plastic. Anyways, pa no hablar más. Let's not drag this on. I'm waiting for the box to arrive. The new one. Still, I hold on to the small, unlikely hope that I'll be done with all this eventually.